South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is building her case to be the running mate this fall for former President Donald Trump. But her biggest obstacle right now might be her own book, which isn't even out yet. Noem now backtracking on a claim in her upcoming memoir that she met with North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un, which White House officials say is highly unlikely. Last night, Noem's spokesperson appearing to concede that the meeting did not happen, saying, quote, "We've been made aware that the publisher will be addressing conflated world leaders' names in the book before its release." But that's not the only part of her memoir that's been raising eyebrows. Last week, The Guardian shared excerpts where she talks about killing a dog, one of her dogs. Noem wrote that her 14-month-old dog was untrainable, dangerous, and had to be put down. NBC News senior national politics reporter John Allen joins us now. So, John, the dog story aside, let's talk about this. First, how did this story come out if the book's not even out? And how do you get something like meeting Kim Jong Un wrong?
Well, number one, sometimes reporters are very good at getting copies of those published books before they hit shelves. So that's what happened in this case. The reporter got the book ahead of time, went through it, found something very interesting. Obviously, that's been a big piece of news the last week or so, certainly the last several days, about her shooting her dog. Meeting the wrong world leader, there's a case being made by her team that there was a quote-unquote conflation of world leaders. I find it hard to imagine that somebody felt that they met the leader of North Korea, perhaps the most reclusive country in the world, and did not actually meet him. So, we'll have to see how this goes. But for now, it's been very difficult for Noem to manage before her book even comes out. She's getting a lot of publicity, but it's not the kind of publicity she would want.
There are some people formerly, or maybe they still are in Trump world, who have been pushing the governor very hard to be the running mate. How do you think something like this affects her chances? Because we know, and NBC News has been reporting that Trump is taking his time in picking a running mate, but I got to think he doesn't love these headlines.
Yeah, I mean, there's one person, as you point out, that will make this decision, and ultimately it's Donald J. Trump. And so we don't know necessarily how he's going to react to this, but certainly there are two elements to it. Number one is the basic set of stories, right? She shot her dog. There are a lot of Americans that won't like that. She said she met with Kim Jong Un, and clearly did not do that. There are some other items in the book that are not great. But the second piece of it, of course, is that she put these things out there in the first place, that the judgment that she displayed in deciding to tell people that she had shot her dog, that she had shot a goat, that she had met with a world leader she hadn't met with, an attack on Nikki Haley in the book that we haven't even mentioned so far. I think there's a lot to say, that there are going to be a lot of people in the political world who look at the judgment that she's displayed here and the way that she's reacted to it as being less than ideal in normal political circumstances. Again, it's Donald Trump that makes this decision, and so it's a little hard to predict what he will do.
She had shot the goat. I had not heard that one. Okay, Jonathan Allen, always great to see you here on Top Story. We thank you for that.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.